everybody. We're doing another first look at a brand new pair of Red Wing boots that I just picked up for 85 bucks from Nordstrom Rack. Awesome, awesome deal. And let's get right into it. These are the Beckman flat toes in Klondike Leather, the black Klondike Leather. So, as I saw from my man CJ Cook, you guys should follow him, he's the Red Wing expert. So he actually has these, he inspired me to go pick these up. So he was explaining how this is a dress leather, but as you can see, it's not real shiny, it's a matte finish. So I would not describe this as a dressy shoe per se, but I guess according to Red Wing standards, this would definitely be one of their more dressy looks for shoes. So it's really just, standard full grain leather from their SB Faux Tannery. Of course, you guys know, owned by Red Wing. So it's that amazing, amazing leather that we all know and love that's unique to Red Wing. The only difference is that they paint over it, or they dye just that top layer instead of the whole piece of leather. They're only dyeing, let's say, the finished top layer, and that creates, basically, you can see on the side, this brown tan color underneath. And so what's going to happen is that as these wear away and get scratches in them, I'm getting a little bit so far, you'll see that true color underneath is going to shine through. And it's hard to believe, but I actually saw this crazy picture on Google Images when I was looking up the Klondike Leather. This awesome pair of, I think, engineer boots that had been worn so much that these turn brown. And they start out black, but I think it would be an amazing thing to actually wear the hell out of these boots to the point that they actually turn brown. It reminds me of the black magic. When we were younger, we used to do black magic, where you scratch off this paper that's covered in like some black rubber or whatever it is, and there's color underneath. So that's to me what this is like. It's a real project, and for me that's the whole idea with Red Wing Made in USA. You're gonna wear the heck out of them until you need to resole them, and keep getting them resold, and they're just gonna be yours forever. And you'll see them age. So I think this is more so than any other boot, just gonna be that perfect just project boot, and wear them for a long time. As far as availability of these goes, the Beckman flat toe in Klondike Leather, I think these were only a European release, or maybe a Japanese only release. So I think it's very, very hard to find these. It happens to be that Nordstrom Rack in my neighborhood. I went to two different ones. They actually carried these for some reason, but it's very hard to find. I bought a pair for my brother. But yeah, it's very hard to find. But of course, they're going to use this Klondike. They're going to use this Klondike Leather in other boots in the future. I'm sure they actually do use them. I know in engineer boots I've seen. So just keep an eye out. Again, this exact boot is not going to be available though. So what I like about this one, it's made on the 8 lash. It's got that classic kind of, you can see, it looks a lot like the Blacksmith. The only difference is that toe, you can see, is very flat. And to me, that's a lot of that dressy look will come from that flat toe. Again, because of the brown highlights, I don't think this is too dressy. I put these black rock leather laces on there, which match perfectly. But again, I'm going to rock these with chinos, with black chinos, with gray chinos, maybe some black jeans, some selvage jeans. I'm going to keep it kind of very neutral, dark tones to wear these, just because I think black is tough to dress up with crazy colors. So, just really like them, could definitely be dressed up. If you do stumble upon these boots, I'll say sizing for me was a little bit tight. I still would not recommend sizing down from your normal Red Wing size, but because it's got that flat toe, instead of that bulbous toe on the Blacksmiths or on the Iron Rangers, it was a little bit tight on my toe. But again, I would not recommend sizing down on these. So that's just a first look. We're going to see how they break in. Break-in is pretty tough on these. You can see that just from wearing them for a few days, that I'm pulling and pushing on this leather here, and it's so plasticky and hard that my legs are literally bleeding. I have scabs on my leg, and I have to take a break for a few days because of how hard it is to break in this leather. But you see, that's what makes it so great, is that it's really going to last you a long time. They're so thick and so hefty, this leather. It's going to last forever. You can see where the creasing happens. For me, it's really all about breaking this upper portion of the boot in. The insole will break in, but I don't really get any pain with the hard leather footbed that will mold to your foot. I don't really experience any pain with that. So just before ending, I would love to do a battle between these and the English-made, the British-made Doc Martens that are made in England. I love those, and I really wanted those for a long time. These, for 85 bucks, are way cheaper when I got them at Nordstrom Rack. They're factory seconds, maybe I should mention. But I'd love to do a head-to-head matchup with these and the English Doc Martens. If anybody would like to see that, let me know in the comments. And that's going to do it. So please subscribe to the channel. I really want to keep doing this for you guys. I think I have a lot of things, and we have a lot of things that we can talk about in the menswear world. So subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram. You know, I'm an Instagrammer first, trying to grow the channel here on YouTube. So please check me out, and have a good one, guys. That's it, really.